Observatory. I'm originally from Florida, so if I have any friends from Florida, welcome my people. But I have been in New York City for the past 15 years. I love New York City, and I love helping other people discover New York City. And one of the coolest things about being a tour ambassador here is we get to play with this giant ring of television screens to help you discover New York City. So this is City Pulse. Up here on the 100th floor, it can feel as though we are in the clouds. The New York of the past has evolved and changed, and City Pulse will help you tell you stories that can take place at any hour of the day by dynamically navigating our city streets. But the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to get ourselves situated. We're going to figure out where we are and what we can see around us, and we're going to use City Pulse to help us do that. So City Pulse has this lovely map. You will see the island of Manhattan, and then you will see a pulsating blue dot. That pulsating blue dot is us. We are at One World Trade Center. But to be very specific, we're actually at One World Observatory. That means that we're on the 100th floor of One World Trade Center. And right now, all of your shoes are 4 feet higher than the very tippy top of the Empire State Building. So we are flying high here at One World Observatory. From the observatory, you can see all 5 boroughs that make up New York City. That's Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, and Staten Island. Right now, we are all in the borough of Manhattan. If you were to fly out these windows, go past the Statue of Liberty, you would get to Staten Island. Off to your left is the borough of Brooklyn. Just north of Brooklyn is the borough of Queens. And then if you were to shoot out the northern tip of the island of Manhattan, you would be in the Bronx. So we got our 5 boroughs: Manhattan, Staten Island, Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx. What is that off to our right?
Jersey.
That is the great state of New Jersey. No. Birthplace of Frank Sinatra, Bon Jovi, Bruce Springsteen, Kate Kloss, professional modern-day organized baseball, M&M candies, and New Jersey is currently America's leading manufacturer of glitter. So if you love glitter, you can have a special place in your heart for Jersey. So now that we got our major landmasses, let's use City Pulse to help us delve into the city a little bit more deeply. So we have lots of different topics to choose from. Right now I'm going to go to New York City history. There is a lot of history to explore in New York City because we became New York in 1664. So New York City is over 110 years older than the United States of America. So we have all of these different sculptures, monuments, memorials, buildings, bridges. Right now, I'm going to talk about a neighborhood. I'm going to talk about Greenwich Village. This has great nightlife, so if you're trying to figure out where to go once you leave the observatory, the Village is really a great choice for you. And it's super easy to get to the Village from here. All you do is you hop onto any blue train. If the train is blue, you're good to go. Take that blue train uptown to West 4th Street. So uptown to West 4th Street. When you hop off of the train, you're going to be about a block away from Washington Square Park. And Washington Square Park is the best place to people watch in New York City, even late into the night. You'll always see awesome street performers there. I've seen everything from jazz quartets to opera to Shakespeare to stand-up comedy to drum circles. There's a man that we call the crazy piano man because he pushes a piano half a mile so that he can play it in Washington Square Park. And there's also great views of the Empire State Building from Washington Square Park. And you can see it all lit up at night. Now, all around Washington Square Park, there are these like twisty-turny, windy streets that have a lot of great shops and a lot of great comedy clubs and a lot of great music venues where everybody from Simon and Garfunkel, Peter, Paul and Mary, Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, Bob Dylan, even Lady Gaga got their starts in these little hole-in-the-wall music venues. One of them is being featured here on City Pulse. It's called Cafe Wa, W-H-A question mark. It's in the corner of Bleecker and McDougal. So that's super fun to go see. And there's also a lot of great restaurants in the Village, including my favorite pizzeria in New York City. It's called John's of Bleecker Street. John's of Bleecker Street. There is a John's in Times Square. It's good, but it's not the same. John's of Bleecker Street will change your life with its deliciousness. It's at the corner of Bleecker and Jones, and you can then walk down Bleecker Street to LaGuardia Place, and there is a store called Dough, D-O with a line over it. It's a raw cookie dough store where they serve raw cookie dough like ice cream. So super fun, and again, super easy to get to from here. Hop on any blue train uptown to West 4th Street. Now, after you visit the Village, there is still more stuff to do in New York City. So we're gonna go to the Buzz. The Buzz is awesome stuff happening right now in New York City. Feel free to take a photo of this. I'm just gonna talk about a few things. First of all, it is New York City Comic Con. I don't know if you've been walking around and noticed a lot of people dressed as their favorite superheroes. That is taking place at the Javits Center. There's lots of awesome panels there. So you can go and like talk to your favorite comic book writers or stars of comic movies. I was definitely there yesterday dressed as Wonder Woman, and tickets are still available. We also have the Fall for Dance Festival at New York City Center. That's in Midtown. We have the best dance companies from all over the world that come and perform numbers at the Fall for Dance. So if you're into dance, it's a really unique New York City experience. But what really makes New York City so special is all of you. When you come to visit us, you share with us your religion and your language and your sense of style and your favorite foods. And we as New Yorkers, we love this. We welcome you with open arms. So thank you for coming and sharing yourselves. You are now all officially part of the 5 boroughs of New York City. If anyone has any questions, my name is Megan. Please feel free to ask. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your time at the Observatory.